There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. I am just needing to share my link here in a couple places. So bear with me. Give me just a moment. And we will get dinner started. All right, I see some people joining now. Welcome, happy Tuesday. Hope everyone had a great day or is having a great day. Welcome if you're watching. Let me know you're here. So, if I'm being completely honest, guys, I just I don't have a plan for dinner until about 30 minutes ago. Um, it was just one of those days. And so the boys are actually just they're playing some video games, so you might hear them get a little rowdy. I want to thank our hosts who are inviting their guests to watch tonight. So if you're watching from a cooking class or a party, welcome. If you're watching from my main page, welcome. And if you're new here, I'm Jessica Copeland and I am an Epicure ambassador. And it is my job and a pleasure to help you, my friends, answer the question, what's for dinner? And so tonight I thought, wow, this is a perfect example of how Epicure can solve your mealtime dilemmas because, like I said, tonight I just really didn't have a plan. And this is one of my go-tos for those busy nights. And it just so happens to be Tuesday, so Taco Tuesday, right? This is something that the kids are gonna love, your whole family will enjoy. It makes great leftovers, and best of all, it comes together in literally just minutes. So you are not going to believe when I tell you this takes like 5 or 6 minutes to cook and just a few minutes to prepare. So I'm actually not going to prepare I haven't prepared anything ahead of time because I want you to truly see how quickly you can get a meal together in uh, in minutes for your family. So, what am I gonna use tonight? Tonight, I'm going to start our multi-purpose steamer, and this is such a perfect time to share this with you guys because it's on sale and that never happens. So this is so exciting. Hi Gloria, hi Teresa, how are you? Welcome. I'm just about to get dinner started and it is kind of one of those nights where I don't have much of a plan, but this is one of my go-tos in those scenarios that everyone loves. So going to use my multi-purpose steamer. If you have not seen this before, keep watching because you will be amazed. This thing, like I said, never goes on sale, but if you don't own one, after watching, you're going to want one for your kitchen, okay? Our multi-purpose steamer can do a ton of different things. It can cook pasta, it can cook rice, it can cook potatoes, it can cook vegetables, it can cook meat. Yes, meat. I assure you. I'm actually going to do chicken in it tonight, okay? So it comes with this really awesome tray. I use it for a multitude of different things, but I won't explain that here and now because we're not going to use it tonight. I'm just going to use it as a trivet actually for tonight, but it is quite incredible. Send me a message, or if you have a multi-purpose steamer, let me know in the comments. What is your favorite thing to use your steamer for? I want to know. Share so our other friends who are watching can get great ideas too. Another great thing you can do in your steamer, you can make popcorn. I know, incredible, right? So we're going to use the steamer and just the lid. I'm not going to use that tray tonight. Teresa says she loves hers. And what do you love to cook in your steamer, Teresa? Let us know. So guys, what I'm gonna make is I'm gonna make chicken fajitas. We're just gonna keep this super quick and simple. And like I said, I didn't prep anything because I want to show you how easy it is. So all I'm going to do is just cut my chicken breast. If you don't have chicken breast, you can use pork, you can use steak, um, you can use shrimp, you can use fish, use anything you want. Use what you have. Heck, if you don't have a meat, use beans, use chickpeas, lentils, use whatever you have on hand. You can truly get a delicious, healthy meal on the table in minutes. It doesn't have to be fancy, but I can guarantee you it's going to taste good, and it's just going to be so much healthier than if you were to get takeout. It's also going to save you money. And let's be honest, guys, with the way the economy is right now, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling it at the grocery store. Thank goodness for Epicure, because we would be so bored with the meals we're eating because it's basics, it's staples, right? So I just love that I can go to my website, type in a protein or type in a product I own, and it's just going to come out with all these really great recipe ideas. And there's always new ones being added, so it's a great resource to have. Just keep it kind of tucked away and handy. You'll see it up on the screen. Epic Meals with Jess, GESS.com, epicmealswithjess.com. And you can go to the recipe section, and there are new recipes added all the time, so you're never going to get bored. And if your question is, what's for dinner? You don't know what to make. That's a great resource, and it's free. You can use it anytime, friends. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? Welcome. Teresa said she loves to cook chicken, vegetables, popcorn, potatoes, fish, and shrimp in her steamer. Honestly, so many great things. We are going to make chicken fajitas, like I said, and I'm going to just use our fajita seasoning that comes in a jar. One jar will last you a long time. You only use very little, I think 2 tablespoons in this recipe. I will measure just because I want to show you guys how easy it is, but I usually measure with my heart. Okay, so what I love to use is these cutting mats, and then I just take the one that I used for meat, take it away, and we're going to be cooking our veggies together with our meat. So what I've done, I cut up that chicken. I've cut up 2 chicken breasts, so about a pound. You can make less or you can use more depending on your family and what everyone eats. I grabbed one of these onions from my cold cellar. These are the ones we actually grew this summer. Teresa says pork chops and tacos. We do our tacos. What I've actually done more recently, well, probably the last year anyways, is I freeze my ground beef, and I do it in 1 pound sections. And more often than not, can anybody else relate? You get home and it's like 4:30, maybe it's even 5 o'clock, and you're like, oh my God, I don't have a plan for dinner, whatever. This jar comes in taco as well. But you can also get a sachet of taco. I probably don't have it right within grabbing distance, but one of our sachets comes in taco. You can also use Spanish rice seasoning. I used that last week for tacos. More often than not, okay, if I decide to make tacos, the meat is so frozen. And I know I'm not the only one. Can anybody else relate? You're like, I didn't take meat out. It's still frozen. What the heck am I going to do? And then you're throwing this pound of ground beef in a frying pan, and you're scraping the top of it, flipping it over, scraping the top of it. Anybody else? Because honestly, I haven't done it in a very, very long time because I found a better way. Hi, Pat. How are you? I found a better way, and that's to use my multi-purpose steamer. So that's another really great way you can use your steamer, is just cook your tacos from frozen. I kid you not. I actually do it like that on purpose now, whether or not I remember meat. And here's why. I actually find it's just the meat is more juicy, and it's not dried out or burnt or anything like that. I just find the flavor so much better. So what I do is I put the frozen beef right in my steamer, and then I put my seasoning in it and put the lid on and put it in the microwave. I take it out after a few minutes, kind of chop it up with the ground meat separator or the spatula, and then put it back in for a couple minutes, and the meat is so perfect. So perfect. If you have a steamer already, I encourage you to give it a try next time you don't have a plan and you have frozen meat in the freezer. Try it out because it's honestly really, really good. I actually prefer it like that now than doing it from thawed. So I just find the consistency is better and the flavor is so much better. So yeah, so as you're watching, guys, and for those of you who are popping on and off, again, I'm just making chicken fajitas. And like I said, normally I probably would do a little bit prep when I am doing a demo for you guys, but what I really, really wanted to show you is just how easy dinner can come together without any of that like TV magic, you know, or that Facebook Live magic. I'm truly just making this in front of you um, without any prep. Excuse me. Sometimes I get talking so much and I don't know, I forget to breathe. Anybody else? So, what is everybody having for dinner tonight? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. If you are, depending on where you're watching me from, what group or what profile, I may not see your comments right away. That said, I assure you, I will respond to your comments, each and every single one of them. It just might be after this live. Okay, so just because I don't see your comment right now doesn't mean I won't respond. I can only see the comments from where I'm the first place that I'm streaming from. So, hi Diana, how are you? How is everything going in your world? Welcome. We're making some chicken fajitas tonight. And we're just going to do it really, really quickly in our multi-purpose steamer. And I know some of you are watching going, oh my God, she's going to cook chicken in a steamer. Yep, sure am. Sure am. I know, guys, I was skeptical. It honestly took me years until I did it. Once I was actually an ambassador, I was a customer for many, many years before I became an ambassador. That's a whole other story. I shouldn't have waited. But yeah, it took me years to finally give it a go in the steamer, and I'm so glad I did. Now, that said, if you know, cooking in the microwave isn't for you, you can also use our steamer in the oven. I often do, especially for our especially for baked goods. The silicone cookware is amazing because things don't stick to it. So, all right, I'm just gonna throw a teeny tiny bit of oil, maybe not quite even a tablespoon in there. Okay. I am going to move this out of the way. And I'm just going to show you what this looks like. All right, I've got my saute spoon, which is my absolute favorite utensil that we sell. We sell a ton of different ones, and get this, you can now get them individually if you didn't already know. So for those of you who have been following me for a long time, you can get these individually now. You do not have to buy them in the big set. So if you've been holding out and wanting to try them, pick up this saute spoon to give it a try. I own 2 or 3 of them. I absolutely love them. They're steel core. They're all one piece. I have a set for my RV, my trailer as well, because I can hang them up on the wall when we're parked, which is awesome. And they're silicone dipped, and the tip is kind of flexible, so you can get into those corners, and it's just so great. So you can see inside the steamer, we have our chicken, we have our peppers, our onions. You can add whatever else you want to that if there's something missing that you normally put in there. I tossed in about maybe not even a tablespoon of oil, and then we're gonna add our fajita seasoning. So just like all of our products, which by the way are gluten-free 100%. So for those of you who are joining, and I know there's a lot of new followers here on this page who are perhaps celiac or follow a gluten-free diet, all of our products are gluten-free. So you'd be very happy to know that. Also low sugar and low sodium. So Epicure products, if you have any sort of dietary restriction or a dietary need that you follow, hit me up because I can help you find some recipes and products that will work for your diet and your family. So this fajita seasoning is going to have a ton less sodium than what you're going to find in a grocery store, and the flavor is still all there, I promise you. All the products have a recipe on the back of them. Of course, there's more on my website, as I mentioned, Epic Meals with Jess, JESS.com. You can shop both in Canada and the US, just top right hand corner of the website. There's a flag, just toggle to your flag and you can shop. Everything's directly shipped to you. They all have a recipe on the back. This one here is going to give our basic fajita recipe. So cook 1 pound of thinly sliced chicken, chicken or beef, 1 onion, 2 peppers, and 2 tablespoons of seasoning. So that's it. We're going to use 2 tablespoons out of here, and you can use more or less. You really, based on the amount of food I made, probably really don't even need to use 2 tablespoons. It's a lot. I think I'm just going to use about 1.5 tablespoons. But that's the great thing about Epicure. You can customize as much as you want. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Liz. Hi, Ruth. How are you? Good to see you. So we're just going to give that a quick stir. And just to get a little bit of the seasoning all over the place. This is smelling so incredible. I'm not adding any salt. I don't feel like this blend needs it. We only add salt, and very minimal, when it makes sense for the flavor. Okay? If it doesn't need salt, there's actually a lot of seasonings on their own without being blended that actually have naturally sodium in them, so you don't always need to add salt. You'll find if you compare our seasoning blends to those commercial blends out there, there is just a fraction of sodium. A lot of it is just fillers that you would buy in the grocery store. So I urge you to compare them. Go to my website. It's all there. All the ingredients are listed. So there's nothing to hide here. Hi, Rosanna. How are you? Hi, Mark. How are you? Okay, we're going to pop that into, I don't know if I've turned off that. Let me know if you guys can all still hear me because I almost dropped my ear pod. That happens sometimes. And I'm just going to throw this in the microwave. I'm going to say for about 6 minutes. And I may or may not still be live because I don't want you guys to sit here and watch my microwave just go. But typically that's all you're going to need. There we go. Okay, I've got to go in for 6 minutes. And I used about 3 peppers because they're awfully small. But one last thing I wanted to show you guys was actually our salsa. So our poco picante, this does pack a punch. This lasts forever. In the summertime, I add it to my salsa that I can, so that I can enjoy delicious garden fresh salsa year round. But I really wanted to show you how you could also make it if you didn't already do that or didn't have fresh tomatoes from the garden, because a lot of us right now, there's no growing tomatoes. I'm here in Peterborough, Ontario, and our garden is long gone. There's no fresh tomatoes happening right now. So yes, it is so spicy. So here's my tip. If you don't like spicy, the recipe, and again, customizable, you don't have to add what it says on the back. So it says stir 2 tablespoons of mix into 1 cup of diced tomatoes. I just do 1, and I like spicy, so you may even find that that's too much. And that's why I say that it lasts a very long time. Very long time. At least these these limes, I don't know how good they are, but we're gonna use them. And I'm just gonna cut it in half over here. We're gonna use it. They're still juicing it. They're just a bit dried out. So I'm gonna show you when you don't have fresh tomatoes, how you can make some salsa to go with your fajitas or your chips. We'll gnaw on them later because we'll make extra. Okay. So I've got myself, here we go. So diced tomatoes. These are the ones that, they go on sale and then we buy a ton of them because we use it. I'm gonna just get a fresh spoon, because that other one there I used on the chicken. Because I don't think I'm going to attempt to pour that. I don't know where my funnel is. It's not happening. I mean, if you guys want some comedy tonight, I can certainly probably do it, but I don't feel like laughing at myself and making a mess. So here we go. Just make sure I'm going to get some of that juice there too. So I'm going to use about half of this can. Might even be too much for me to stir. So there we go. All right, you can make the whole can, of course, or you can just make a little bit. Hi, Marlene. How are you? Hi, Michelle. How are you? Hi, Lorraine. Good to see you guys. Okay, so we've got fajitas in the steamer in the microwave. Steamer's on sale right now, so this is the perfect time to pick one up if you haven't already. I promise you, it is a game changer in the kitchen, as I mentioned before. And so we have our diced tomatoes, and I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of mix. That's it. It does call for 2, so if you like super spicy, you can do 2. But I want the kids to eat it, so I'm just going to do one tablespoon. Oh, there we go. I made a mess anyway. What you can't see from over there in the camera would be all the little bits and beautiful pieces of dehydrated pepper and onions and just garlic and a whole bunch of other beautiful spices in there as well. And then we're going to squeeze the juice of half a lime into there as well. Again, adjust for your taste. You can do more or less. Or if you don't have it, skip it altogether. Throw a teeny tiny bit of vinegar in it. That'll work too. Okay, so we're just going to give that a mix. And there you have it. So you can do this in the summertime, or if you buy fresh tomatoes from the grocery store still, or if you live somewhere where you're still getting tomatoes, have at her. You can have fresh. But like I said, right now we don't have fresh. So fresh salsa, perfect. So we're going to eat that for dinner. I'll put a lid on if we don't eat it all, and I'll either freeze the rest or use it for something else. So let's see, how long do we have? Now we only have a minute left on the steamer in the microwave, so I think I will just wait and show you here because I think you're really going to love this. Let's see. No, I'll have to give my saute spoon a little bit of a wash. So if you have questions for me, pop them in the chat. If you tonight are shopping or watching here from a party or a cooking class, when you head to my website, on the top right hand corner, you're going to see a photo of me. I believe it's a photo of me and one of my chickens from my old place. We have, I don't know how many chickens we have now here, but it's a lot. Anyways, I digress. When you click on the photo of me with my chicken, you can select a cooking class. Okay, so just pick your host when you're going to shop. You can fill your cart. If you are brand new to Epicure and have never shopped on my website before, listen up. Right now, you can shop our Cyber Monday or Cyber Week deals. Plus, you can get an extra 15% off on my website right now. Use code EPIC15, EPIC 15 at checkout, and you'll get a little extra something off your order. Don't forget as well, orders of $60 or more, you can also pick a free gift. So how great is that? Today is the perfect day to shop. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Hi, Ashley. Good to see you here. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way, and oh my goodness, that looks so good. You can see all that steam coming out of there. That is incredible. Everything, all the juices are just locked in. This looks so good, guys. I really wish you could, like, taste this or smell it even. But you just have to take my word for it. So I'm just going to take this a little bit closer so you guys can all see. So there you go. There's our chicken fajitas. What do you think? Hi, Cindy. Hi, Elisa. Whoop, there we go. Cindy, we're making chicken fajitas. So all I did was chopped up 2 chicken breasts, So about a pound, 2 or 3 peppers, an onion, a teeny tiny bit of oil, and 2 tablespoons of fajita mix. And I popped it in the microwave for 6 minutes in my multi-purpose steamer. So truly easy. You can have this rod ready in 10 minutes on your table. I've made some fresh salsa with our poco picante. Go check it out, epicmealswithjess.com. And if you need more recipes, you can head to my website as well. If you're not part of my cooking group yet, let me know and I'll send an invite your way. We have some really fun and exciting things coming up as well in our cooking group. So stay tuned. All right, everyone, have an amazing night. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to make dinner with me as always. If you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out, or you need help placing an order, I am here. And again, if you are shopping a host cooking class tonight, when you head to my website, click on the photo of me and pick your host so that she gets credit for sharing good food with you. All right. Have a great night, everyone. And I will share some photos in the comments before we eat. All right. Bye.